Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. This is no doubt one of the best matchups of the NFL season. A battle of undefeateds. Two teams that have been dominating opponents all season. Who will be the dominant team in this one? It's going to be fascinating to find out. It's the Bengals going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This will go for 5 up to the 33. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Then from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Swanson. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for on the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Forced out to his left, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Now let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your...
And here we go on 1st and goal.
No. Check, Patriot. Gun.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 3, 9. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 61 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Jake Elliott now to try the Bengals field goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watching now, Barney. Gun.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Gun now on third down. And he's got Rodgers. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Gone! Here we go now. Check. Patriot! Watching that, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Andrew Billings in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. All right, now. Gun. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. Blue landing. Gun.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On 3rd down, it's Benson, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they try the right side here. Open space inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's able to put it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Black 9. Watching that, Marty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Green, 39.
And the wideout in motion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And now here's a carry heading left. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now let's go. Green, Leopard, Leopard, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
On 3rd down. That's Benson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. Late stages, and the Titans now out in front. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a solid run down inside the 30. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Defense showing blitz. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Cincinnati, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
you.